Good morning from a sunny morning in Suffolk. So shall I show you what's going on my bed? And you might look at this and you might think, "Ooh, Andy, that is not a good looking bed." Well, in fact, it's fine. So what I've done, if you all that lettuce at the back, I've cut all of that back now because it had bolted, and I've left the roots in there as far as I can. So I'm assuming they won't grow again, but it's there. And I've left all on top of the soil, I've left all the old leaves to decompose in a no dig bed style. So these will add nutrients as they decompose down into the soil. And as I say, I'll cut these back to the soil level. I won't pull them out to rip or make a mess of the soil. So that's there. Parsley's going okay. Chives is still there. I'm pleased the chives still there. Coriander, I'm just leaving to go to seed now, and I'll collect the seeds later, and there'll be the dried coriander seeds for cooking later on. Dog's kicking up a fuss over there about something. Obviously, he's not happy about that. In terms of actually fruit. In terms of veg at the moment, I've got to lay a row of pak choi in, which I'm able to, and I am using my smoothies. I've still got real problems with that black flea, and that's stopping me putting in all of these things. I'm not sure you can see them. These are really causing mischief, and that's stopping me actually putting lots of plants in. So away from here, I've got in plug plants and seeds that I've grown to go into this bed. I've got spinach, I've got rocket, I've got mustard, I've got Brussels sprouts, and I've got tender purple sprouting broccoli. So I've got lots and lots of crops to add to it. I'm just a little bit worried about these, because these little fellas can do all sorts of damage, as they are to my leaves already, and those plants need to be quite well established to be able to survive that. So that's what's holding me back. So I'm not actually worried about this bed at all. It's just a timing issue to get things in, and that'll be over the next few weeks, I hope, if it ever gets cooler and those little fleas disappear. So how about the climbing squash? Well, climbing squash is doing very well in that it's climbed now all the way over the arch. Incredible. But the thing that I'm really pleased about is finally it's looking, because you can see up here I've got that little horrible brown thing over there. Had all of the squashes have died off. They've started, they just haven't progressed. But this one, it's got a look about it like it might progress and actually turn into a proper squash. So what I have to do with the ones that started but have died back, they've gone brown, all I'll do is cut those off, tidy up the plant, and hopefully we'll okay. Got another couple coming in there, which is great. Now I don't know if it's a weather thing or if it's a climbing thing. These squashes just don't like climbing, and there's something about that. I haven't worked that out. I'll spend some time researching that later, but for now they're doing incredibly well growth wise. It's just trying to get the thing to fruit and to keep its fruit going. The courgette, tied up vertical courgette, is doing really well. So as you see here, I just keep lashing it together, and I'm just using string, and I keep tying on it's in the middle, it's core growth, and then I just pin it back to the wire, to the post, and keep tying it. What it is doing is something which I think is absolutely amazing. As you can see, I'm being able to cut away at the base, lots of fresh air getting in there. Yeah, these things I just leave, drop them down, they can rot through. So lots of fresh air, no real sign of serious mildew. Just get a bit mildewy, but nothing too mildewy. So that's going really, really well. For pollinators, the last bit of my story here is These need a good deadheading, and they need to get, I really need to get them, just tidy that up a bit, is they've just been really struggled in the heat. You know, petunias have been a real challenge. You've got to keep them so wet, especially in baskets. So that's been a real challenge as well. But overall, she looks a little bit, I'm going to call her a she today, this bed, she looks a little bit scruffy around the edges. I'm really pleased with it. I'm still getting a crop from it. As I say, I'm ready to go with the other crops. I'm just really nervous about that black flea beetle, which I need to think about when my timings for the next for my next planting. Overall though, I'm very pleased.